Okay, so I have reviewed some pretty ridiculous videos, but I think I found one that takes the cake. At first I couldn't tell whether it was a legitimate video or a piss take, but after watching the entire thing, I've come to the conclusion that it's for real. You have the good old throw your glasses at them and then slap them in the belly takedown.
Why don't you just take your little ass down the road, buddy? Why don't you just take
You're gonna fight, I want to take my glasses off.
Oh, take your little glasses off.
The pop and shock takedown defense.
Do not hit like this, just pop. Just palm it like that. Give them a shock, don't try and stop them. It's just a shock and let them keep coming another step. Grab the hair, pull him down, push him around and down on his back.
But the one that I want to focus on today is the choke defense. Let's just take a look.
This next technique is based on the fact that he cannot hold me up and choke me simultaneously. So when you start choking, act like you really want to do the damage, and we'll show a real quick technique to go underneath his power and negate it. Go ahead.
Okay, first we'll try it as a static choke. Wow, that sure did work real great. Now let's try it with real energy. Do it to me, choke me and push me back. Oh. Well, that is clearly a load of shit.
You've conquered this confrontation.
Now I have already covered how to defend against a choke in one of my previous videos, so if you want to see that, which I recommend before you continue to watch this video, go up here. Otherwise, let's get to it. So with any kind of attack, not just choking, there's no specific technique I can give you that will guarantee that it's going to work, nor is there a specific sequence of techniques that I can give you. For example, if Izzy's choking me, I can't say step 1 is grab the thumb, peel it back, step 2 is to gouge the eye, step 3 is to strike the groin, because in the moment you're just not going to remember it, and there's no guarantee that those specific techniques will work. All I can do is give you options. So what I mean when I say that is if Izzy's choking me, instead of saying step 1, step 2, step 3, or what you need to do in this situation is always go for the eyes or always go for the groin, I need to recognize that with some people, sometimes if I go for the eyes, that will work, and other times that will have virtually no effect, whether they're on drugs or they're just a hard-ass motherfucker. In the same way, if I strike someone in the groin, one individual may instantly fall down and crumple in pain from that, while another may virtually not feel it whatsoever. As you're being choked, options that you have are the eyes / general shredding of the face, so that could mean grabbing an ear and tearing it, that could mean grabbing a nose and neck cranking, that could mean jamming your thumbs into their eyes. Now when you're eye gouging, it's not striking the eyes. It's the same principle as when you're punching. So if I were to punch Isabel, not that I'd punch her, you know, that's domestic violence. I don't want to do that, you know, that's a court case. I got stuff to do. I'm in uni, I don't want to go to jail. Most instructors would tell you to not punch the person, but punch the person behind her, or to pretend that there's a person behind her. Same principle with eye gouging. You're not striking the eyes with your fingers, you're trying to touch the back of her brain with your fingers. So when you're eye gouging, it's not, it's pressing that into her skull and actually being willing to feel her brain in your fingers. That's the mentality you need to have. Option number 2, and you need to be careful with this one, is the groin strike. This is only going to work really if you have some kind of back support, so if you're being choked against the wall, because if I'm choking Izzy, I'm not choking her like this. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm pissed off, she called my willy small and I didn't like it, whatever the reason may be. It's not this, it's I'm driving her forwards and I'm squeezing with everything I have. So she's being driven back. And if I'm being driven back and I go to throw a knee, I'm gonna fall over, which is essentially what happened with that awesome drop down flurry strike attack. So knee to the groin is really only an option if you have some kind of back support. Option 3, bite if they're in range. So if she's choking me, I've hit that groin, she leans forward from there. From here, I've got that ear. Yum, tastes like Fruit Loops. What actually ends up happening when something like this happens is you end up going through a trial and error kind of situation. So what I mean by that is, as she's choking me, my instant reaction may be go for the eyes. But at some point I'm gonna realize that that's not working. So from there, I need to try something else. For example, strike the groin. From there, that may work, that may not. So I may need to trial something else. I may then go to trying to isolate a finger and peel that back. All of these things work sometimes, and sometimes none of them work. When you're actually being choked full strength, it's a very, very quick process of that trial and error. So it doesn't look like this. I'm gonna gouge your eyes. Oh no, that's not working. Let me try this instead. Oh, that didn't work. I'll go to this. It's very quick, so it'll look something more like this. So she chokes me, go to the eyes, go to the groin, instantly go to the finger, headbutt, go back to the eyes, bite. Doing everything that you may think work until you find something that does work, and then essentially sticking with that. So an example of that trial and error would be, as I'm choking, she hits that groin, which makes me bend down, and from there she can go up to the eye gouge and start straightening my face, and from there, once I'm on the back foot, she can go for that knee to the groin, and then I come forward and she can bite my ear, and it's just going through the cycle of those things that work. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a comment if you want me to continue to make these videos, or alternatively, if you think I'm a dumb motherfucker that needs to shut the fuck up, let me know that too, and fuck it, give it a dislike.